Hi, and welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning in for the first time, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Doris, and I love to share my experiences with you guys. And of course, I love to do book reviews on this channel. So if this is your first time of tuning in, you're welcome. Please subscribe and don't forget to like and don't forget to drop a comment so I know you came around, and I'll definitely respond. So today, guys, I wanted to share my story with you, with every one of you that have been supporting the channel. So what story am I sharing today? It's a story about how I finally completed my journey to get my master's degree. So take your popcorn, grab your juice, grab whatever it is you need to grab, and listen, because you're going to be learning something and I'm going to be sharing the journey with me. So in 2014, I picked up my master's application form in University of Port Harcourt. Yes, so I went to study international relations in the prestigious University of Port Harcourt, of course. So I think as a then the form was 11,000 naira. So I picked it up then. I just finished my youth service in 2013. So next thing that was just reasonable to do was to do a master's, of course. So I picked up the form and my journey started. So as I was working in Bayelsa then, I was shuttling between Bayelsa to Port Harcourt every Tuesday. I'll go to school on Tuesdays and I'll come back to Bayelsa on Thursday. So the work I was doing, my boss was very understanding. In fact, he even encouraged me to pick up the form. He actually paid for the form and that's how my journey started. And was it easy? Hell no, it wasn't. Making the journey every week was very hectic, but man, I wanted it bad, so I had to do whatever it takes. So lesson number one, when you want something badly, do whatever it takes to get it. So that's how I shuttled for the year, finished coursework, finished my exams, and in 2016, I got married. So I got married to my husband, and he was not living in Bayelsa. He was not living in Port Harcourt. So I had to journey from my new location, that's from Bayelsa, to a new location, which is the Akwa Ibom State. So that's how I moved from where I started my program, and I moved to a different city. And guys, you know what happens after marriage? You know, the way they sing it, in 9 months' time we'll come visiting. That was my story. So I was now trying to wrap up my coursework. I was not trying to wrap up my project, sorry. And in 9 months' time, the babies came and people came visiting. So, you know, being a first-time mom, you're very uncertain about a whole lot of things, traveling being one of those things. So that's how your beloved sister stopped traveling for my program. I stopped traveling to see my supervisors. I stopped everything about my project was put on pause because, man, this is a new project we have to bag. The baby project, the motherhood degree, and we've just signed up for it without wrapping up the previous program. So I stopped going to school, and sometime in that 2018 thereabout, of course, 2014 to 18, my admission elapsed. So let's just say my admission expired, so I couldn't continue. And this is after paying fees. So I paid school fees for 2 sessions, so I just had limited time to wrap up. But because I couldn't finish, my admission elapsed. So I thought I had lost it until sometime in 2019, towards the end of 2019, a colleague of mine, a classmate of mine, of course, then everybody had celebrated, everybody that concluded the project, they've celebrated themselves and all that. And you know, people you started journey with, when they're rejoicing, you're rejoicing for other reasons, and they're rejoicing for other reasons that you should have been rejoicing with them for, but that didn't deter me. So when the circular was passed in 2019, Uniport, the vice chancellor, had something they called amnesty program, which was my first time of hearing something like that. But what does the amnesty program entail? You were just saying, everybody come back. Oh, anyone that has started the program in Uniport that wants to wrap it up, please come back. You have just a short time to get this done. Not only you're going to have to pay extra fees, but come and finish your program. And by this time, I already had 2 children. So in 2018, 2019, I had 2 kids. So imagine leaving my children and doing the whole shuttling back and forth one more time, but this time from Uyo to Port Harcourt, almost every week. Like, it was very hectic. It was a struggle for me, but I couldn't start and not finish. Quitting was not an option for me. If you've watched my previous video when I talked about I did a review on a book, No Matter What, you can remember I talked about quitting. So quitting was not an option for me, so I had to push. So that's how I kept on going. Thank God for an amazing husband that understood that his wife had to get this done, and he was supportive all the way. So every other day I was in Port Harcourt. Thank God for amazing friends that always open their doors to me, open their kitchen to me, open their food to me, and thank God for people that always helped, looked out for me, like how far have you gone? These guys kept me on track. Having accountability partners in your life can do you a lot of good. So when you want to give up, they are the voices in your head saying, don't drop the ball, keep running. And I had all that, and that was the reason, and those are the reasons why I think I succeeded. So that's how I kept on pushing. This story long. And if I can't telling you all the things I had to do, sleepless nights, the projects I had to write, staying up all night. There's some nights I would stay up because I had to see my supervisor the next day and travel back the same day. I wouldn't sleep and all that. So it was not a funny journey. That's why I'm so grateful to God that finally we are done with that phase of the life. Am I going for my PhD yet? I don't think so just yet. Let me glory in this one that I've wrapped up first. So that's how I finally, that was last year, August, I finally did my defense for my project that I've been writing for over how many years. It felt so good. Like I was this close to missing my defense because the deadline was like a week. Like the deadline was so short. But I had come this far to just say I had come this far. Like giving up was not an option. I had to just find a way. And God helped me. I think in that same period, my supervisor was made the HOD, so it even made things easier for me. And finally, guys, on Saturday, Uniport did convocation for us. And I can officially say that I am done with my master's. Like, after how many years? 2014 to 2020. My dear, that is a long time. So now this is the motivation part. I don't know how long it is or it has taken you to get to your desired dream or whatever it is you want to achieve. Is it a car you want to buy? Is it a house you want to build? Is it a job you're aiming for? Or is it something you're trying to wrap up? A building project? Whatever project it is. The point is, don't give up. Don't give up. And especially for my dear beautiful, amazing mothers. Don't get caught up in motherhood and not pursue your dreams. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. You're not helping your children because I want to be a mom that my children will be proud of anytime. Like I want them to be proud of me when I show up. And I know they would love me if I take care of them, but they will also love to be identified with me when I become a woman that has a sort of value I'm bringing to my society. 2023, I have so many plans in my head I want to execute. 2023, I believe the world is just going to see a different dimensions of me. And I am going to do as much as to carry every one of you along in my journey, in my experiences and things I've learned. So I hope this motivates you to pursue your dreams one more time. I hope this motivates you to get on with strategizing things you want to achieve in 2023. Write them down and pursue them. Even the ones that you couldn't do in 2022, please, by all means, bring them over to 2023 and give them a run for their money. Thank you so much for listening to my story about how I concluded my MSC journey, and I appreciate every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.